The last Prophet of Allah was born on 12th Rabiul Awal of Islamic calendar 570 AD in Mecca. He was an orphan at the time of his birth, as his father had died before his birth. His father's name was Abdullah and his mother's name was Amina. His grandfather Abdul Muttalib named him Muhammad, that means the praised one. As per the custom of Arabia, the child was entrusted to a woman Halima for his upbringing. She belonged to one of the tribes of Bani Saad. His grandfather took his custody after his mother's demise in 576 AD when he was only 6 years. After 2 years in 578 AD, Abdul Muttalib also demised, leaving him to his uncle Abu Talib, chief of Bani Hashim clan within the Quraysh, as his guardian who loved and cared him more than his own kids. Muhammad, peace be upon him, was well known for his good manners and honesty. He was known as Al-Sadiq, the truthful one, and Al-Amin, the trustworthy one. There are many stories related to Muhammad's youth. These stories tell us how he used to take the sheep to graze and was always kind to them. While they grazed, he would sit thinking about the mysteries of nature, unlike those around him. He never worshipped the idols and never swore by them. He also wondered why people were always struggling for power and money. He was a quiet, thoughtful boy and rarely played with other boys of his age. On one occasion, however, Muhammad, peace be upon him, went with some of the boys to a wedding in Mecca. When he reached the house, he heard the sounds of music and dancing, but just as he was about to enter, he suddenly felt tired, which made him sit down and fall asleep. He didn't wake up until the late night next morning and thus missed the celebrations. In this way, Allah prevented him from doing anything foolish, for he was keeping Muhammad for something much more important. Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to spend many quiet hours in the cave of Mountain Hira, not far from Mecca, thinking about Allah. At very young age, Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to go to the business trip to Syria. Among Quraysh, there was a respected and wealthy woman named Khadija. She was involved in trade. On hearing about Muhammad's reputation, she asked him to take the charge of his goods and trade with them in Syria. Muhammad, peace be upon him, agreed and left for Syria with one of Khadija's caravans. With him went to her slave Maysara, and they spent a great deal of time talking together. Maysara soon came to admire Muhammad. She thought he was quite different from all other men of Quraysh. On coming back from the trade trip, she gave out the details of their expedition to Khadija, who became impressed by Muhammad and proposed him for marriage. Muhammad, peace be upon him, accepted the proposal and got married at the age of 25, while Khadija was 40 years old.